Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I gotta go really quickly. Oh my goodness, I pressed a button and a thing happened and I have no idea what. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Here we are back in the derailing valley. Um, so things have happened. Well, many things have happened. I've got a pile of crap on the floor. And we got this stuff here. We're actually, you know what, thinking about it, we're getting rid of the shunting, and the reason will become clear here in a minute. That goes over here. This goes over here. There. Alrighty. Okay. What are we doing? Alright. Wallet. So we got 57 grand. Mind you. All we got is 57 grand. That sounds like a lot. But it's not. Because if I go over to fees, hey, train man. If I go over to fees, 31 grand, 24,000 to clear. Big D, these will make things easier. My vote for Steam. Hey, Shadow. So we got something going on. Now, what's going on is I was goofing around, shunting to earn money. See that engine right there? It's out of fuel. I managed to get the job done, but it's out of fuel. Shadow, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, sir. So now I've got a train, basically, a double length monster with a broken down engine. I mean, technically it's not broken down, it just has no fuel in it. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I have plans. And my plans are very... By Jerry Can. That would be amazing if I could do that. My plans are very simple. We're going to take these two jobs right here. GFFH 70 and GFFH 27. We're going to take both jobs at the same time. They're going to the same location. They're basically that train with a lack of fueled engine in the middle. And we're going to take both of them at the same time to the goods and factory town. Aiden, how's it going? So that's my plan. I think we can go ahead and assume 30. Well, actually, you know what? We might be able to make 34 minutes. Let's go hook a engine onto this train wreck. Army Mike, thank you for the 300 bits. I appreciate that. Let's. Oh my! What the? Oh yeah, I had to do that too. All right, cool. Yeah, shunting was a disaster. This game has a problem with shunting. I just want to say that outright. So this big long train in cars, right, needed to be shunted into this location where there was already cars. Okay, that's cool, right? Except for prior to that, those line of flat cars had I'd been told to shunt into the same location. I literally cannot make it that long. So in order to do it properly, I had to pull out those flat cars, stick them over there, then shunt all that in there. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. My switch is already reset. Deck, Kermit. So, we are going to have to undo what I've did. Can I? I can. Okay. I got to remember how to... Is that forward? No, that is. It would help take the brakes off. Promise it would help to take the brakes off. Oh, Shadow, thank you very much for that gifted sub to Train Man. That is very, very kind of you. That is amazing. That's always appreciated. Never expected. So let's that's off. Yep. Walk through here. Let's get this here. Oh my goodness! Incoming hype train. Jason20150 gifted us up to Army Mike. Thank you very much for that. That is amazing. Like I said, it's always appreciated, never expected. All right, let's release the brakes and let's move this wreck of car. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Oh wait, yeah I do. But then how do I turn the train around? Oh, Bumbleduck. Ah, I know what I'm gonna do. I got it. I got it. I got it, guys. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the steam train license today. I am determined to not wreck another train. Oh my goodness. Jason20150, thank you for gifting to Fadman too. That is truly, that is amazing. I truly appreciate it. Let's switch that. Okay, here's our goal, guys. We're gonna get these flat cars going. Oh my goodness, more gifted subs. Jason gifting a sub to DOS. That is, thank you very much. You too. Oh goodness, here comes a bunch more gifted subs from Army Mike. Thank you very much. Whoa, where are we going? Ah! Stop. No, wait. Not that. Stop the train. Ah! Not that train, but this train. Ah! Go that way. Hype train's going off the rails. At least a hype train and not my choo-choo. I'm driving the hype train. No stopping. Oh my goodness. Go train. Oh, all those gifted subs to what? Whoa! What's going on? Whoa, even the graphics went crazy there. So, Army Mike gifted to Hayden and Dizzy and Stretz and Chris and Hodge. Oh, and Army Mike 1,000 bits. You are a crazy man. You are a crazy man. As long as I don't drive the hype train into the river, right? Stop the trains. Stop the, okay, now that one needs to go that way. Right? And that one needs to go, no, that way. Oh, is that what I did wrong? I have the shakes, yeah, apparently. I'd say an oil depot, but that was weeks ago. Yes, that was weeks ago. I've learned my lesson not to go barreling full speed into oil depots. Thank you all very much for all the bits and the subs and the gifted subs. That is truly amazing. I appreciate it greatly. And I know everyone that gets a gifted sub appreciates it as well. I need to go that way. Okay, now I feel like we're going too fast. Ah, slow the train. Alright, do I want to go on that track? Yes. I never learn. That's probably accurate. Shadow with 500 bits. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And Shadow, how is study for whatever you were studying to be a nurse, I believe? How is that going? As I try to concentrate on many things at once. Stop the choo-choo. Okay, we got this now. Which way is the front of this? Is this the front? Oi, it is. There. Ah, more classes. Ah. I don't envy you. Actually, I do kind of envy you. Alright, let's brakes off. Working for Lifeline. Yeah, I can imagine that's keeping you busy. Yeah. Thank you all again. That's truly an interesting start to the stream. All right, we are. We're going to go down this track right here. We're not going to hit the oil tankers. Everyone who thinks I'm going to hit oil tankers, we're not going to hit the oil tankers. We're going to hook up to the front of this super long train that we created by complete and total accident by stranding a Loco in the middle of everything. And hook up to that, and then we're heading to the goods and factory tab. We're heading somewhere. I don't even know where. Ah, my goodness. If I can remember what we were doing. Okay, flip you and you. No, you and you. Perfect. All right, now. Brakes off. Engine forward. Horn. It's always interesting, so I watch on the iPad from the kitchen. Much delayed on apps. Yeah, it's weird. Like, even when me and Doss are watching the same stream on two separate laptops, you can actually hear the delays. I mean, Mike, got your 1K bit badge. Look at you. So now you get your little. I just mute mine or it all echoes. Yeah, it's true, Doss. It's true. All the echoes. Okay, we have a full tank of fuel, I hope. Close enough. Because that is going to be a long... Luckily, those are all empties that we're hauling. I think. I hope. I hope. Because if not, we're going to be in trouble, I think. So I was all excited because I was like, I got $57,000. We can buy the Loco, and then it was like, nope, sorry, you've got to pay for all of the fuel that you burned. I was just like, aw, again, it's like Minecraft. Wait, brakes. That one. Okay. All right, everybody. Whew. We made it through the yard. We made it through the yard. We made it through the hype. A level 3 hype train. Look at that, guys. A level 3 hype train. Choo choo. Exactly. Thank you all very much for everything there. For all your bits and your subs. That is a wonderful start to a stream that I'll probably culminate in a giant crash. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Ho ho ho. All right, let's hook her up. That, and that. Okay. Now, so we don't burn any extra fuel, we're going to turn her off. I need to go make sure that this train over here, whoop, right there, brakes are off, brakes are off. Okay, we're connected and open. Yup. Connected and open. Yes. Okay, guys, now we're going to try this. This is going to be either amazing and we're going to make great money, or we're going to fail wonderfully. Yep, I'll take that, and I'll take that. All right, here we go. 30 minutes to get this train to wherever it just told us to take it to, and I can't remember where that is. Woo! All right. Here we go. Engine on. Forward. Brakes released. Horn. It'll take a minute for the brakes to release. Hype train disaster stream. I'm usually in trouble somewhere. It's very true, train man. It's very true. Okay, we're moving. We're gonna need more power, I think. Come on, choo-choo. Yeah! Where are we going now, I wonder? Harbor Town. Hopefully. I know that's correct. So Harbor Town is where we're going with that one. I hope it's the same with this one or we made a mistake. Nope, it's correct. Alright. C2I is the delivery point for that one, and C2I. Actually, that works out really nice. Sweet. We're just going to have to... Oi, no slippage. Alright, guys, we're on the road. Well, we always were, because it's a railroad stuff. Uh-oh. Hold on. Alright, that goes that way, that way. Yep, okay. And let's make sure there's nothing on the tracks. Okay, whew. I was getting concerned there for a minute. Alright, let's go find our train now. Train, where are you? Hello, train. Oh, there you are. Whee! Kenny Iron, how's it going? How are you? On the rail again, exactly. Alright. We are... I keep pressing M to get a map, and that is really annoying. Alright. We've got Oil Well North. We know we cannot go to Oil Well North. That would be a bad idea. So we're going there. It does mean that long pole up that hill. We'll be okay. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, Shadow, you got your fiance hooked on City Skylines. That's where it starts. Those kind of games. Pretty soon you're going to find yourself having to buy an extra computer. And yeah, exactly, DOS. It's like a gateway drug. Alright, guys. We're moving. We got some heavy freight. Actually, we don't. We have not a lot of freight. I think this is 200 tons total, if you don't account for the engine that we have stuck in the middle of all of this. And then the fight over the computer share when both computers in the same room. Yeah, you know how that goes, don't you, DOS? So do I. I always lose. What other games do I have, Kenny? That's a loaded question, because my Steam library currently sits at 700 games, and my GOG library is at 200 games. My Epic library is at 50 games. My Uplay library is at 30 or 40 games. So, and then there's the EA library, which has probably 40 games in it. On Steam, well, it's still a loaded question. There's 600 games, 700 games there. The ones I play the most, though, would be American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck, farming games of all kinds. Engine in the Middle looks like CSX Railroad and others. Yeah, you're right, actually, Train Man. If only it had power, that would be helpful. Alright, how fast is the speed limit? Because I just realized we have to be super cognizant of the fact that we have a lot of weight on this rig. Rig? It's not a rig. 80. 50. Ooh, Shadow, that is a loaded question. I was going to ask you, if I ran into you, what are you planning on buying? Are you going to buy the top $120 flight sim, or are you going to buy the lower level? Because I'm kind of, I don't know. It's a 9 gig download. That's my biggest concern. Train Man getting Idaho today. Idaho's good. I'm liking the Idaho DLC. Let's see here. Let's make sure we. Ooh, oh, where's the comm radio? Turn. Oh crud! That means that's a 50. Ugh! Breakage. Okay. Woo! That did it. Whew. Well, now I didn't want you to slow down that much, train. Because we're still dropping air out of the airlines. No, not that slow. I'm probably going to go full premium too, Shadow. I just kind of worry. I kind of worry about it. I don't have RTX cards on my computer. I just have the twin 980s in SLI. I think I can get the performance I need out of those, though. All right. We need to go, because if we go that way, we're going to end up in the oil depot, and we all know what happens if I go to the oil depot. Okay, maybe not all of us, but many of us know what happens if I end up in the oil depot. Boom. Do I ever play the Hunter Simulator 2? The Hunter Simulator. Is that an animal hunting game, or are you talking about submarines? Because it's sort of often considered one and the same. Yeah, Shadow, I think, it's... I kind of, part of me wants to wait and see what it looks like, but at the same time, I'm probably going to just buy it. Because I've been playing around with getting FSX started up again, and then I'm like, why would I bother with that? Because the new one's coming out soon. Animal hunting game. Yeah, I'm not super into animal hunting games. I'm not really into many hunting games, honestly. I'm having a moment. I do this every once in a while. I have these moments where, because of the books I read or the videos I watch, like I watch Derail on YouTube. He's a naval historian. He does some great naval histories. But because I watch them, and because I don't know whether you call it highly empathetic or what. I'm sure Fad has a cheeky statement for it, but I think about, like, when the ship sinks, how many of those people were alive, and how did they feel as they knew they were going to die and drowned, and then I end up not being able to play games that involve killing. It's just what happens. So I can't do killing games for a while. Have a good friend in the alpha program, totally going to be worth it. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to, I'm going to have to buy it in the end, Shadow. So, though I still have this stupid joystick that I dislike the most, so I'm going to buy it, and then I'm going to be like, well, now it's time to buy a new joystick. And yeah, there goes the money. All the money that I've saved from being locked down, not being able to go out to eat or anything like that, I'm going to spend it all on computer games. Sounds about right. Oh, Fad, yes. Be stubborn. Do not pay full price for any of those Sims packs. There's enough deals on. Terrible use of funds. What? Cuckoo. Alright. Calm down, little engine. We can make it. Quit climbing, temps. Quit climbing. Stop climbing. Engine, keep climbing. Temps, stop climbing. Okay, looks like it's stabilized. Alright, we're good. The honeycomb yoke. I'm thinking one of the HOTAS sticks and throttle. I'm not really worried about pedals, but I'm thinking the HOTAS because I can use it for many other things. Start blowing on the engine. You loved your X52. Why did you put that in past tense? I'll turn on the fan. Everyone tells me it doesn't do anything, but I'm gonna turn on the fan. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. On the bright side, we're not going to derail because we're going a whole 20. It's going to be a long run. Oh, it died because he had it since 2011. So, interestingly, on my American Truck stream on Friday, my G27 packed it up at the end. The wheel would give me 2 degrees of left turn, and that was it. And we, of course, had to make a left 180 in a tight yard, and one, two, three left turns to get to a place where we could rest. It was the most interesting. I think it probably took us a half hour to get the rig turned around using basically just right reverse and make those 3 left turns to get to a place where we could park. Though I've been told it looks like the optical sensor. So I'm gonna have to take my wheel apart. And everyone asked me to video it, so I'll video it and put it on YouTube. All right, that's getting warmer, so we need to cut the engine some more. Come down, temperature. Fan. Says, Dare, you are great. Uh-huh. Thanks, Fad. We're gonna turn it off now. Well, we have to go 30 to make this curve. I think we're there. Yeah, Shadow, it'll go up. It's on the VOD now on Twitch, but it'll go up on YouTube. I'm gonna guess Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I can't remember. Especially the woodworking. Yeah, I'm in the process of redoing the shop because I have to haul off a 50-gallon container of shattered porcelain tile and 75 gallons worth of sawdust that I've generated in the last 6 months in order to be able to really do anything else. Because it's just, my shop is a wreck. The Lego. Yeah. See, the problem with the Lego is all the new YouTube rules around toys, and I'm just like, well, I'm not touching Lego again with the 10-foot barge pole. Okay, well, this is going to be a long, slow journey, but hopefully we make it. Don't climb, temp. Don't climb. No climbing, temp. Bad temp. Go down. Down. Not you, speed, temp. Good grief. Hopefully we're going to make it up this hill. I think this is the biggest gradient we have. Temps are holding steady. YouTube rules are a pain. Yep, they are. They are. We have to get up there, guys. We have to get up there. Eventually. We're down to 10 kilometers an hour. So if this train stalls out, I don't know what we're gonna do. Temps can get close to red. Yeah, but I don't want to risk it, Train Man, because the last time I risked the temps, I borked the engine. So we're just gonna go with slow and steady wins the race, like the tortoise. Can touch Lego, can only build strip clubs. Yeah, exactly, Fad. Shadow, have a great day. Say hello to the fiance. And I'm sure we'll chat again around Microsoft Flight as it gets closer to release in a month. Oh my goodness. And thank you again for the sub as well. And the bits. Everyone get out and push. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're at 15 now. The thing is, it's just a long gradient climb. We just got to be patient. I'm not very good at the whole patience thing. I'm sure there's a sermon in there for you, Train Man. All right, let's go. Let's be reckless, because that's how we are. I'm king of the train. The dilithium crystals aren't in alignment. Yeah. Oh god, it's getting slower. Uh-oh. All right. Applying brakes. Cutting engine. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the engine and let it rest until we get the temps back down. Then we're going to go for it because it's pretty much all we can do. Quick, feed the hamster. Yeah, pretty much. All right, we're just going to sit here for a minute or 12. We're not going to make our time limit, but I'm not too worried about it. It's got to level off up here at some point. I mean, I don't understand, because I've pulled 200 tons before. Why you be different, game? It's probably this engine is too heavy. No, I completely ran that second engine out of fuel. The only way to fuel it up is to take it to a fueling house, and that's basically what we're doing right now. Okay, temps are coming down really nicely. Actually, you know what? I think that helps the engine. And we don't burn fuel if we just sit here. Better to lose on time than splody training. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, temps. Down, down, down she goes. Perfect. Oh my goodness, guys, we've almost burned half a tank of fuel already. Oh my googly moogly. Well, this might be interesting. We've already burned half a tank, and we're nowhere near halfway. We got to hope for a lot of downhill, I guess. I'm just waiting. I'm going to let it maximal down is basically what we're hoping for here. Okay, I think that's good enough. All right, let's pull off the air brake, let the air pressure build back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're letting the air off. We're not moving, are we? We are, ever so slightly, but that's all right. Okay, here we go. Taking the engine brake off. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on, we got to get over inertia. Come on. Explosions make for good stories. Thanks, guys. All right, we're going to make this. Come on, train, you can do it. No, come on. We've done this run before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. New plan. New plan. Ah. 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 Thank you for following, Thanothor. Hello, how are you doing? We're kind of having an emergency, a small train incident. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about, I hope. Now the bad part is oh gosh, here we go, guys. Hold on. I think we're going faster than 50. We're going to try to go straight here. We're going to try a different run. Hit head on tunnel roof. Yeah, exactly. All right, go this way. That's a 40 curve. Oh, Cracker Jacks. Eh. Eh. Oh, yes. It might be a dead engine, but it still has brakes. Whoo, hoo, 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 hoo. Okay. Ah, we made it. We didn't destroy the whole world. Ah, we made it. That was, yeah, that was a thing that we did. Now, what am I going to do? Just in time for chaos. Davy boy, hello. It's a little off the top. All right, let's check the world map. Nope, that's not the world map. Recommendation on buying this game, Thano? Yeah, buy it. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. Okay, I know what we're gonna do. It's totally not gonna get us the time that we need, the time bonuses, but that's all right. We don't care anymore. Is this train moving? Yes, it is. All right, let's go back. No destruction yet. Yeah, exactly. We almost had an incident, but we were lucky. We had that train sitting in the middle, or that engine sitting in the middle of the train. Didn't have any, has no fuel, but it has brakes, and that's really all we needed at that moment in time. Yeah, Thanothor, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely still being worked on, but it's worth, if nothing else, for the laughs. You know, when you blow up a oil depot or some other shenanigan like that. I'm not saying that I've done that, but I've heard that blowing up oil depots is a thing. Shenanigans, yes. Okay, brakes. All the brakes. Anytime you want to stop, train would be amazing. Because I got to climb this hill. I got to go up a hill. Yeah, that's going to go well. Okay. Brakes down. Air pressure building back. Come on, train. This is only 200 tons. We can do this. Okay. Okay, the hill's definitely not as steep as that other one was. Shenanigans, exactly. Okay. Turn off the sand. Come on, choo-choo. You can do this. We chose incorrectly by trying to go up the hill. Now we're going to try a different tact. So my plan is to get out of the sun so we can see what my plan is. My plan is, if we can find where my pointer is, okay, we're here. We're going to come down past Oil Well North. We're going to go all the way down through Steel Town, and then we're going to take this branch here, cut back across, and then we're going to try to squeeze along there, right along Harbor Town, and whoop, right into town. Because it looks like I might, this looks like the area that's going to be the most dangerous right along here for us. But I think we can do it. Just have to imagine backflips and lightsabers as I jump down the train. What? What's going on? Could get fuel in the steel mill. I could. I'd have to take apart my train, though. And I'm going to have to get fuel anyway, because we're not going to make it. We got a half tank, so we're going to have to... Yeah. You're probably right, Train Man. We're probably going to take this thing apart in the steel mill. Fuel up that engine back there, and then leave it at the steel mill. Fuel up this engine. And then we'll be good, I think. I mean, I could get fuel at the oil depot, but let's just not go there. It's a scary place, full of booming and explosions and fire. Alright, we're going to cut the throttle, just so that we can try to conserve fuel to get to the steel mill. Alright, just had to check that that was the right one. 50, I think we're going to be okay. Right. This was not how this run was supposed to go, but it's how this run is going to go, I guess. We'll come out of here, hopefully. Yeah, exactly, Train Man. Time bonus is gone. I might as well do it right-ish. I don't know what the speed limit is around here. 60. We're fine. We'll be okay. We won't have any. Okay, we're approaching 60, but we'll be all right. We're just in free fall basically. It's a 70, so we're good. I actually had a car derail in the switch yard, and I was going 20. It's like, really? It's not fair, game. Yes, that's the direction we want to go, because it will make sure that we do not, I repeat, do not go to the oil depot, because only bad things can happen there. As they say on the USS Voyager, not the destination that counts, but the journey, but please go to the right destination. Wasn't all that long ago that was me and Doss's motto while traveling. Though we never really had a destination. It was like, wherever. Okay. Hey, is that a point of interest sign? Exactly. That's how we got to see the Golden Spike Memorial. We were like, ooh, is that a point of interest sign? Turn. Why are you slowing down, Choo-Choo? I need you to go faster, Choo-Choo. Alright, let's give her more beans. Beans! Okay, 100 is a very optimistic number for this train. I don't think it could do it. This train could do 100 straight down a hill. It's the only way it could do 100. On your right, you can now see the tree that survived the oil. Yeah, thanks, Fad. Come on, train. We want power! Especially since we can refuel soon. Now that we've decided we're basically, you know, stuffing our time bonus, might as well go for broke, right? We're going to roll into the steel mill. And we will roll in there, northeast. Hopefully there's a beeline open. Because if there's a beeline open, we can take the train apart. I need 2 beelines open, actually, to take the train apart. Actually, am I going to be able to do that even with 2 Bs open? Yes, I can do it with 2 Bs open. I can take the train apart, put it back together without that train in the middle. Go fuel up the 2 engines. Yep, I got it. We're good. I know what we're doing. No problems. Ain't gonna be no problems. We're good. We are gonna have no issues. Why shouldn't you visit an expensive wig shop? It's too high a price to pay. Ha ha! You're welcome. What did one blade of grass say to another about the lack of rain? I guess we'll just have to make do. Train man. Yeah. There, no problem. We're good. 5 minutes later, chaos. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a big fan of whiteboards. I find them to be quite remarkable. Hi, Fad, scrambling for the mute button. I got plenty of these. We can keep going. We got a long train journey ahead of us. And the temps are going up again. Oh, wonderful. Will you stop going up if I just cut the throttle ever so slightly? Sort of. Next will be the cow chokes. Here's one for you. A horse walks into a bar. All the patrons scramble and leave before the chaos starts. There you go. Why does nobody trust trains? They have Loco motives. See, I'm not the only one. Which country's capital has the fastest growing population? Ireland. Every day, it's Dublin. Alright, let's check out where we are. Ah, we're almost to Steel Town. Coronavirus spread by Twitch streamer. See, it's just... Oh dear, I thought Alexa was bad. Hey, I'm not as bad as a robot. See, Fad, you can't slag me off because we're just going down the tracks at 40 kilometers an hour. Not doing anything wrong. So, meh, you have to listen to my jokes instead. The machine at the coin factory just suddenly stopped working with no explanation. It doesn't make any sense. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? A maybe. I don't know, Pat. I don't know why it would stop you. Why are there no secrets on trains? Because the trains have engine ears. Ooh, is that where we first fixed up? Oh, that's where we fixed up our very first Loco. Oh, look at that little place. Yeah. All right, we're almost to the steel mill. I feel like we're getting railroaded. These jokes are a bit off track. Oh, good one. Davy Boy, wondering who else is streaming. Hey, this one's a good one. What do you call a pig that does karate? Pork chop. Why are the trains upset? Because people keep crossing the tracks. Oy. All right, we have. We're spawning in the trains now. Oh, do I not have? Uh-oh. We might have a little problem. I don't think I have a way to do this. What I need to do here. Huh. I was hoping. I'm getting such a stitch laughing, I'm going back to sewing. Oh, boo. Love it. Okay, we need an extra train line to do what we need to do, so we're gonna have to move some cars. I hope they don't mind us doing that, because we really don't have a choice. Is the loading track empty? Is that a track over there? Well, hold on, I gotta cut the throttle. It looks like everything is full. All three of those ones are full. Yeah, everything is full. That's interesting. It's not often that that happens. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? I hope they get mad. They don't get mad, but I'm moving these cars. I'm gonna put them. Oh man, where am I gonna put them? All right, let's turn this off so we don't burn fuel for a second while we figure out what in the world we're gonna do. So my D line is full, or my transfer yard is full. That's annoying. Huh. If I did that, I think you're onto something, train man. Hold on. I could put the back part of the train there. Detach. Put the front part there. Detach. Okay. Yep, you're onto it, train man. You got it. You're right. Oop. Oi. Start. Nope, that's not start. Start. Okay. So the plan is the part of the train that is, I hate that doors, that part of the train that is behind the engine back there is short. We're going to put that over there on this track where those rolled coils are. Then we'll we'll detach from the front of the damaged engine. Because I'm starting to think the engine is the reason I couldn't climb that grade. I'm thinking that engine is super heavy. So we're just going to abandon that engine after we fuel it. So we'll detach from the front of that engine, pull out, and then come back down this track that's right next to us and park the front part of the train. Then we'll pull out, go back, grab that engine, pull out, go back, over, refuel both of these engines, repair them. Then we'll take whatever engine is in the best position to come back over here and put the whole train back together. Hope everybody got that. Oh man, of course. Oh my goodness, look how long our train is. Okay, I think once she finally stops moving, we'll be, yep, past that location. Brain exploded. I'll just watch the show. All right, I need my comm radio, so that's fine. I need you to switch. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at how long my train is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. I'm going to make a game time decision here. We're going to go switch that and nope, there. All right, we're doing a game time decision. That back end of the train is longer than I thought, so we're going to put it on that track instead. Woo. There we go. The really difficult part here is I'm going to have 0 visibility. Oi, train, let's go. Brain exploded. No VR. Nope, I don't like the vomit regularly. We need to remember Stair will forget in a minute when his circuit resets. Thanks, Vad. I suggest getting the remote control. Yeah, but we're trying to get the steam train license first. Okay, I think it's going in the right location, but I don't know. Oh, wrong way. Blazing Fox Rider, how's it going? Alright, are we switching properly? Yes. Okay. Thank you for following, Blazing Fox Rider. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get you there. Good enough. Hope we're not heading for the boom boom cars. We're not heading for the boom boom cars. We've blown up one oil depot. We'll be fine. All right. Yep, I know, train. You have problems. It's fine. There, your brakes are on. There. There. Okay. That's good enough for government work. At least steel doesn't explode. Y'all have so much faith in me. I know I've earned it, but... Alright. They would find a way to make them blow up. Hey, now. It's steel. I can't blow up steel. Not that good. So the whole problem we've run into is while shunting, we ran out of fuel in that engine right there while it was stuck between two trains. So instead of being like most people and paying the exorbitant fee to just refuel the thing, we decided to take it along with us. That goes that way. And now we have to uncluster our cluster of weird that we've managed. Refuel both of our engines. Mainly because we want our Steam license eventually. And still deliver to the goods in factory town. I think we're going to make it. I mean, we're not going to make it in the 30 minutes. That ship has sailed about an hour ago. That ship sailed when we stalled on the hill and slid backwards down off the mountain. But now we just are trying to uncluster our disaster here. Without, as my wonderful chatters keep reminding me, without blowing something up. Because a few of them were here when we blew up the oil depot. Around 45 minutes, yeah. Alright. Off. Off. Okay. Back to forward. You've blown up the oil depot too. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Blazing Fox. It was my very first stream of this, and I didn't realize that, yeah, we had set our tracks that way. Yeah, it was an adventure. It involved calling out all the fire departments everywhere. Alright, switch you. One day I'll learn the key command for forward reverse, but right now I'm fine with what I'm doing. What? Yeah, I know I'm almost out of fuel. It's fine. That's why we're here anyway. You have to go back to another save. Yeah, I abandoned mine completely and started again too. Seems to me if you set off the oil depot, you might as well just pack it in, because it's all gone so badly pear-shaped. And as my chat will always remind me, I do like to destroy trains by ramming them too hard together. So we're learning. F5, F6. Yeah, you know what? I kind of appreciate it. I'm just wondering if it just... Part of me kind of likes having to manually do it, just because it becomes that haptic feedback thing that I'm like, yes, I switched it to forward, but I don't know. That was close. I don't know what you're talking about, Train Man. Everything was under control. Oh, wait. Nope, off. Off. There. Now we can go. Maybe? Yes. All right. Okay, now we're just going to head back to the repair shop. Whoa, wait a minute. Ah! No! That was dumb. I forgot to unhook the train. Yeah. Thanks, Train Man. Oh my goodness. Back we go. In the end, we're gonna run both of these engines out of fuel, and I have to go get a third engine to refuel these two engines. Every time I think I've got the money for the Steam license, it all goes very, very pear-shaped. Yeah, Train Man's pretty much here to keep me in line, because that's the only... Good grief. Alright. Now, let's try this. Okay, now we're good. I was wondering why that was taking so long to accelerate. Now we know. I'm a giant gibbon. And stop. Lunch just got off the grill. Uh-oh, Train Man's got to go eat lunch, which means we're all going to die now because we don't have Train Man to keep us on task. Have a good lunch, Train Man. I'm sure you're having something tasty and delicious. Just, I mean, I get pretty tasty food too, but Train Man's always got his fresh corn and his chicken breasts and his steak, his ham. Oh, go, stop. No, God. Oh. Yep, that. There's an emergency engine off button right there. I could have pressed it. All right, well. Okay. Forward. Working on your uncle's quarter cow. You're eating an entire quarter cow yourself? Wow. Well, yep. We broke it again. We broke it again. Mind your feet until you sweep up, right? All right. There we go. Let's try again. This is going to be expensive. Because now I got to repair that engine. I'm going to have to repair that car, probably multiple cars on that train. Thankfully, I did not ram it in. Wolfman, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Very expensive. Yeah, exactly. Um, it's been a perfectly normal stream, Wolfman. Nothing untoward has happened at all. Ignore the shattered glass in the engine in front of me. Thank you, Fad. Yeah. Raid bombs. Exactly. You sense shenanigans. Well, we took too much train. Let's back that up. The train in front of us, I was using as a shunter. I ran out of fuel, stuck between two trains. So I decided I'd take both trains to run down to another place so that we could get fuel. And then we stalled on a hill and slid backwards down the hill. And now we've had a little accident. Beans means broken windows. Yeah. Yeah. It's all broken. It's all broken. But that's alright. We're going to go get it fixed. Yep, that shunts us the right way. Beans means loveliness. Well, not so much in Derail Valley, I'll tell you that much. Now, I have to be hopeful that the trains that I left sitting in the shed over here have despawned, because otherwise we gotta shunt some trains out of the way. Alright, train man. You'll be watching without any sound, yeah. He's gonna be giggling the whole time. There's the steam train we want. We've always been so close. But then it slips away. Okay, we made the stop. Okay. Oh, goodness. This is going to be... Oh, this is going to be painful. All right. Repair to the engine. Okay, repair to the wheels. How did I damage the wheels so badly? Seriously. Body. Well, I know my body's beautiful, but apparently we have to make the train's body beautiful too. Oh, 17,000? I better run up against my credit limit here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford all this. Sand. Ah, oh, whew. Thank goodness for sand. All right, here comes the worst bill ever. Fat's watching his dog do an impression of a cow. Okay. Train plastic surgery. Oh, this bill. Oi. Well, on the bright side, I think my insurance is paying some of it. Bye-bye, steam train. Alright, I gotta fix this one too, because we might as well go ahead and admit that we gotta fix both of them. And then what I think I'm gonna do... Turn that off. Okay, alright. Ah, jeez. Wheels again. So much money going down the drain. We were so close, guys. This game feels very much rigged against you progressing at all. Just saying. Mechanic is on the phone to the union about the hours. Don't use the main brake while driving without heavy cargo. Use only the independent brake. Well, probably. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 14,000. Well, we had 57,000. Now we got a pile of nothing. All right. Enough of you two being coupled together. Y'all are now divorced. All right. That's forward, right? Yep, that's forward. Brakes are off. Except for I have to be the other direction because of the way this works. Oh, botheration. Sad days, train divorce. Yeah, exactly. Okay, the only option is to go over there and use that. Alright. At least there were no trainlets. Nope, I don't need that. I just need that. Got my server down to 200 mods. Good grief, Brew. They are no longer a coupled. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, let's get this puppy turned around. You're actually getting around to starting the bread. Well, that's good, Doss, because I'm hungry again. Okay. Stop, train! Good train. Right, I'm going to turn you off because I'm all about conserving fuel at this point. Someone said I can go in here and pull a lever and make a thing go round. What? Oh, look at that. It's so much easier than doing it by hand. Oi! And clink. Woohoo! I don't remember who told me. I think it was Davy Boy that told me that. It's so much smarter than what I had been doing. Alright, we're going in reverse. Oi! Check. Reverse. Check. I'm going to have to start driving this train like I fly planes. Do double and triple checks. Or the longer version, Dare picks silly ideas, then messes them up. Aye. They're perfectly logical, perfectly well planned, just poorly executed ideas. I know where my downfall is. It's the execution. Or he picks the messy ideas and sillies them up. Maybe. But now we got to put our train back together, everybody. On the bright side, this train that we are going to have to put back together, the cars are going to the same location. They're all going to go on the same track, so it's perfect. We'll just make one simple delivery. I mean, our simple delivery is halfway around the map. Oops, that's the wrong button. Because we're here, and we need to be down there. We're not going this way, though. We're going to try to go this way, because I've never been that way before, and why not? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Boink. Alright. Forward. To glory. The silliness isn't in the idea. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Silliness isn't in the idea. Okay. We will put our train back together. It shouldn't take that long. We just have to pull that train forward. Back up, couple onto that train. Be good. Be simple. Be easy. Easy peasy. Kitten greasy. I'm going to go with that. Just going with that one. Alright, this is too slow for me. Faster train. We got places to go, people to see, things to do. Okay, and my worry, honestly, is the reversing into the trains bit. Because that could get dicey when we can't see the back train. But we'll figure it out. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? that. Nice gentle thump. We're there. Okay, that's that one. Forward. Brakes are off. We're good to go. Air pressure is up. I can sit on the rear car and flip the valve on and off to slow down. That's a good idea, Voidheart. I'll probably mess that one up. I think I can do it. Mainly because I can stand here. Well, okay, maybe not there. Ah, from here I think I can see what I need to do. That reminds me. I want to switch you. Before I... Nope, not you. Silly thing, you. There. That's been half my problem because I've been going down that direction. I can't see what I'm doing once I get down there. Okay, that train's longer than I thought, but that's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it. Let's cruise a bit, and now we should be back. Yep. All right, switched over. Boingy, 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 boingy. Reverse. Brakes off. And that's why you need it, Binks. And this is killing me. Well, you know. Anytime you want to sit on the back of my train, Brew. Now on computer in the scene, Automod did not survive and exploded. I killed Automod because it annoyed me. I got tired of it grabbing onto all kinds of stuff it shouldn't have. Bet you nobody was expecting me to be all this nice and gentle and careful. Meh. What they really need, let's be honest, are American knuckle couplers so we can hit harder. Whee! Alright, perfect. Perfection. Or pawfection. If you have an animal in the house, it's pawfection. Alright, we are now ready to roll. Brakes are off, I think. Here we go. You can also do the same thing for pulling past switches. Just lean around the rear car to watch the switch come in and flip the valve when you get close. That makes sense. Are we going, train? Come on now, it's only 200 tons. There we go. We have gotten over inertia. The animal jokes need to be vetted. Boo! Brew and Darren multiplayer on this would be like a scene from Towering Inferno at the end. They had Stockel for more fire. Yeah, pretty much. And then we add Fad for the person going, well, that went badly. Calm as can be while underneath a tractor. Ray, how's it going? I'm a good train driver. Well, Brew, that's true, but once you get into a multiplayer where there's me and Stocko and Fad, I mean, pretty much it all goes to... Yeah, it all just goes to pieces. I want the door open and to stay open. I have no idea what that speed limit sign was, but whatever. We're just going to pretend like it was something that we're going. It doesn't really matter. We're going 30. So standard multiplayer for Yumi. Yeah, exactly, Brew. World map. What are we doing? Where are we going? All right, we need the next left turn. We need to make 2 lefts and then a right. No cab light? Nah, we don't need a cab light. We're just gonna kind of fly by the seat of our pants, kind of like I did Flight Sim. Sensible thoughts get left at the door. I don't know what you're talking about. In fact, we're gonna kind of cruise out here because it's actually, you know what, even more fun. Woo! There we go. Now we just guess. How fast do we think we're going? Are we going 80? No. We also kind of have to guess, what's the temperature of our train? I don't know. I just want to get up this hill. Because if I slide down another hill, we're gonna probably have a problem. Then I'll have to deliver the trains in pieces. That's not gonna be fun. All right, now I really do actually want to check the temps. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Nothing to worry about. Ooh, I almost fell off the front of the train. You can feel the temps in your back. Yeah. Right? 11. Very optimistic number for this train. Straight down a hill with rocket boosters, it might make 10. Speed, not fast enough. Temp, she'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. Toasty. Yep, get your marshmallows. We'll just stick them right here. Toast them. 110 is optimistic for any train with a load, to be honest. Yeah. Well, unless you're going downhill. Vertically down the hill. A rocket engine on the back. Though I believe there's a mod for this game. You can get multiple engines slaved together. You go that way. 5 says the game. All right, let's go see what we're doing in here. Not 5, so really it doesn't matter. Terminal velocity. Oh, I could do 7 on this switch out. What? But I can only do 5 on that switch out? What in the world? Oh, okay. I sort of see why. Okay, so we made that turn. I'd really love a downhill. Multi-engine mod is pretty nice. Yeah, I might have to grab some mods. Right now I'm just completely unmodded. I have a multi-engine mod working on putting a 3,000 ton job of steel together. Whoa, Blazing Fox. I can imagine how much fun that's going to be. And my only question about the multi-engine mod, and y'all could rather probably answer this for me, can I put pushers and pullers, or can I put pushers, pullers, and engines in the middle to make it look like a, you know, full-on... Oh, I can. Sweet. DE6s. Wow. Anything in the same consist as Link. That is amazing. I am definitely going to look for that mod. Left. We need another left, guys. That's not left. That's right. That's left. Aha. I hope. Okay, temps are coming up a bit. I'd love a downhill. Anytime you want to go downhill, I'd appreciate a game. 7 and 8. We're good. I do like the challenge of the single engine, though. It is giving me a very good challenge. But I could have definitely used the extra engine going up that hill when we slid backwards down the hill. Alright, now... Nope, not that. World map. Alright, now we're just going to follow a right-hand curve at the next... and then a left, and then we'll be in Harbor Town from a direction I've never approached Harbor Town from, and so nothing could possibly go wrong with that approach. Okay, now I want the cab lights. I still can't read them, mind you. I still have to zoom in, but whatever. Hopefully we'll hit a downhill soon-ish. We've already burned a quarter tank. Awesome. So what in theory was a 34-minute delivery so far has been going on for about an hour and 10 minutes. I'll totally make the time bonus. So without the time bonus, at most we'll get 10,000. But then we have to do the repairs to the car that we smashed into. So yeah, I think we're going to be I'm going to be spending some time off stream shunting and running cars around to try to build our money back up again, only to probably have it all go bye-bye again. The path heading west out of the harbor seems way easier. Ah. Well, we're going to find out. Let's see. Temps are stable, speed is slow. We'll just stand out here. Oh, the short line railroad that's right behind my house. One day I looked out and there was a guy. Now, of course, it's the big GE Locos. And he's standing out on the very front, leaning against the rail, smoking a cigarette, just watching the world go by. I was like, I see somebody's on break. And then when he was done, he just walked into the cab. And yeah, it's like, that's pretty cool. I'd like to stand in the front of a train, not smoke a cigarette because I don't smoke, but I'd still stand in the front of the train. Sounds like you, Brew. Y'all don't have catwalks around the outside of your trains over there. You have sheds on wheels. La la, this is the longest run we've done in a while. We're gonna, I guess this section is the only section up here that I have any concern about. Are we downhill now? I kind of feel like we're downhill. If I cut the throttle. No. I was kind of hoping we were downhill. We do have sheds on wheels. They're called Class 66s, and it was designed and built in the U.S. Yeah, we didn't want them, so we gave them to y'all. Kidding. Okay, we're gonna get something. We're gonna get something. I wonder if there are any ridges I'm going to have to climb, or is it just going to be kind of downhill the whole way? I feel like it's going to be downhill the whole way. I think this switch line coming up is where I'm going to hit the top, maybe? Kind of head downhill from there. We hope. It's purely a hope at this particular stage of this. That's what, a 6? And we're going 3, so we're fine. I'm hoping to take my G27 wheel apart today or tomorrow. Realistically, it's probably going to be Wednesday, to be honest. I'm like, today. No, probably not. It's going to be Wednesday. I'm going to get to my wheel. I got to take my G27 apart because the optical sensor is gone. Gone wonky. So I'm not going to be able to use it on Bus Simulator tomorrow, which is kind of sad. But that's alright. If I can resurrect the G27, then I won't have to buy one, which is kind of all I'm really aiming for right now, because last thing I want to do is buy one of those with Flight Simulator coming out, because I'm gonna want to buy Flight Simulator, and then I'm gonna need to buy a new joystick. All right, what's that say? 8. What we doing up in here? Slowly going downhill, down in speed. I thought we were going downhill. I felt downhill. Oh, stop it. I will be watching Bus Sim need ammo. Uh, well, you'll be disappointed, I think, Wolfman, because I'm not switching to the wheel. It's gonna be like normal. I'm just gonna be driving with my janky Xbox controller. So if I was with the wheel, you probably would have gotten more ammo because I would have had to figure out how to do it. But we'll see. We'll see what comes at the. And then Tuesday we'll be back in the horse truck in ATS. I hope. Though if I don't get the wheel done today, I don't know. We'll find something else to do probably. Just because it takes an hour or more to get all the things switched over from wheel to controller and back in ATS. Oh crud, which direction are we going again? World map. Right. That way. Tunnels. Tunnels are good. Tunnels mean we're not going to have to climb a big hill. That's my thought anyway. Went that way at one point, I think. I think the whole grabbing two trains worth of cars is what kind of undid us here. This engine is not really designed for that. Number of consists. Well, it's because I got greedy and grabbed 200 tons of cargo. I think if I grabbed the other one, if I hadn't had the out of fuel train stuck between the two, I think I would have just grabbed one. But because I had the out of fuel train, and I wanted to try to maximize everything, that's what kind of snowballed into this. All right, Brew, enjoy your dinner. Because I know this, theoretically, I think this train is rated at 400 tons. But climbing the mountain, well, and I don't know how much a DE2 weighs. Because I had a DE2 stuck in the middle of my train. I'm kind of wondering if the DE2 isn't a monster of weight, and that's what caused my whole problem. I can look at the side. I suddenly have a need to jump off my train. But I think, if I remember correctly, they're 150. If so, then I was grossly overweight for what I was trying to do. Not even close? Oh, okay. Either way, I couldn't make it up the hill for the horseshoe curve north of the goods town, so we ended up going the other direction. Man, if we screw the pooch here and we end up in that river, we're never going to get this train back up on top. that's a 40. We're not even going to play with the slopes this steep. Okay. Kind of want to know where I am. Ah, all right. So we're coming up on another switch. We want to keep left. All right. And we're going into C2I. Nope, not city. Harbor, yep, that's where I want. Harbor overview. We're coming in from the west. Switch, switch, perfect. All right, I know what we're doing. I don't know if I'm going to remember by the time we get there, but I know what I'm doing. Oh, crud. Woo! We almost went the wrong way. That would have been a disaster. Not really. Just would have been annoying. Oh no! No! We are going the wrong way. Ay, ay, ay. Well, there goes all that momentum we'd built up. I'll wait for that brake to drop. Oh well. What do you know? Come on now, train. Momentum. It's quite amazing to look back there and see that long line of cars. Yeah, we still got a half a tank of fuel. We're good. Oh my goodness. At least we caught it right then and not like all the way down and around. That would have been worse. Oh my goodness. That's why I have to have the GPS up at all times in American Truck and Euro Truck and Bus Simulator. No, not that. Okay. On the bright side, that slow down and stop cooled down our engine. Go. There. Now we're back on the right track again. Ay, ay, ay. Who needs a time limit when you can have a disaster limit? GPS and bus sim, when it goes wrong, it goes badly wrong. That's right. I did laugh that one stream, Wolfman, where your GPS would just randomly would lose its routing. It's like, oh, he's going to be so in trouble if his GPS just dies. And they should have like random failures in Bus Simulator. Like just randomly your GPS doesn't work. How's it going, Steam? Honestly, it could be better. We started with $57,000. Things have gone downhill. And we don't even have our license that we have been grinding for what, guys? 3 weeks? If fuel wasn't so expensive in this game, make life a lot easier. Because we burned half a tank. Half a tank of fuel is going to be like... I mean, I'm trying to think. Half a tank of fuel is going to be $4 grand. This load is worth 10. And I got to repair a car because of that little incident we had back in the steel yard. So I'm basically running this load for free at this point is what I've come down to. So I need my comm radio. That is indeed the direction I want to go. Probably not at that speed. Thank you, train. I wonder how much is the remote? Because if I could find the remote, maybe that's what I do first, right? Maybe I get the remote first and then worry about the steam train later? 25,000? I could swing that. I could get that sorted. Case, how's it going? I mean, I really want that steam train, but if the remote first is what's going to get us to steam train quicker, given how terrible we've been doing lately, that might be what we want to do. All right, C2I is where we're heading with this train. At this point, it doesn't matter because we've gone over by almost 2 hours on delivery. Wait a minute, is this C? Yeah, right? Or is this B? That's... Is it C? Oh, it is. Wait, is it C2I we're going to, or... Yeah. Oh, we just go straight. Sweet. Oh, good, explodey section with all the explodey stuff. It's a good place for me to be. I think we're gonna have to go all the way to the end. I was like, does the train come back together in the track come back together in the end? Yeah, it does. All right. Davy boy, 100 bits, boom. No boom, no boom. Thank you very much. There's nothing explosive in here for a change. Sore muscles and broken equipment is how it's been. Case, wow, Case, that sucks. Do I have the prereqs for the steam engine? I do, Void, otherwise we'd have the steam engine. We had all the money we needed, we cleared all of our various goofs and screw-ups, and then we discovered the prereqs. Good, we're in here. And so we lost all of our hard work. I mean, I guess we didn't lose it, but there. Yeah, I don't actually... Wait a minute. Okay, good. Because because we've totally bollocksed up our time. 50,000 channel points. No. I am going to figure out what to do with those channel points. So stand by for that. But no, I'm not going to blow up an oil depot for 50,000 channel points. Having said that, I might, but... So what I didn't know when I started buying all the licenses is as I add more licenses, my insurance costs go up. So that was a surprise I didn't really want. There. I am not going to go train swimming. Should have read the licenses. There's a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda there, Void. One thing you'll learn if you hang around my stream is reading is not really what I do. I'm more like throw out the instructions, press all the buttons, and see what blows up. Your insurance salesman has just booked a holiday to the Bahamas. Yeah, pretty much. I can't wait till Wolfman has his computer because he's playing Derail Valley. And then there's going to be all kinds of clips. Instructions, what are those for? Exactly, Case. Instructions, fine print, all that stuff. Blah. If all else fails, read the instructions. Exactly. All right, let's go turn in our... where is it? There it is. Whee! I do like doing that. All right. Let's see. Yay! Well, that's a thing. We did a thing. How much money we get? Enough to fuel up our vehicle. And you! Yay! It took us 98 minutes. And enough to fuel up our vehicle. No! Come here. There. All right. Our wallet now has 26,000. We might as well look at our fees. Oh. Sweet. No fees. All right. We didn't have any fees. Woo! And we have how much money? 26,000. Ooh, I wonder if we can buy a thingamajiggy here. Where's the shop? Where are we? We're there. So the shop's over there. All right, let's go see if we can get a remote control, because that's what I need in my life. I gotta find where the place is. La la la. Ooh, a lotta. No, I don't want that. Ooh. Explosion place. Ooh, shop. It says shop. Open door. Nope, wrong shop. Wait, where are we? Hey, wrong spot. Okay. Remote isn't here. Well, that's silly. Where's the remote? What is here, by the way? Oh, there's a shop. Oi. What can I buy here? Shunter's Quick Guide, shovel, lighter, and a pocket watch. Measures the flow of time. No joke. All right. So where would I find Void? Where would I find a remote? Captain Cautious will be called up for duty. I doubt it, Wolfman. You'll forget. I'm sure the 5-gallon bucket of bolts and miscellaneous stuff wasn't needed. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen with my poor G27 when I take it apart. I'm going to be like, where'd all these screws come from? Why do I have spares? I'm lost again. Where is our... There it is. Where am I going to find a remote control? Let's look and see. World map. Shop. There's 4 shops. We know it's not goods in factory town. Oh, it's a machine factory town. I wonder if I can get a job to take us to machine and factory town. Wow, look at all these jobs, guys. Ooh, we could deliver argon. That would be a bad idea. Freight haul. Acetylene. Ooh, we could deliver a settling, guys. No. Oh, that's hazmat. We're not allowed to touch that. That's hazmat. We're not allowed to touch that. We don't have a logistics license, I don't think. That's hazmat. Cryo-oxygen. That's unload and store a train with new cars. Yeah, probably not. Empty Chemlec containers. Those are probably the ones I very much just delivered, and I'm not doing that. Long tube. Nope. Tractors. Nope. City Southwest. No. 240 tons to Goods in Factory Town. I'm tired of Goods in Factory Town. Haul empty cars. That's an option. Wait. Logistics haul. I don't think I have the logistics license. I don't feel like looking. Deliver empty Sun Omni to Food in Factory Town. Nope. Nope. Goods in Factory. I'm tired of Goods in Factory Town. Smelly. Oil Well North. Ooh, we could do that. No. And no. A Watch It Tells Time. Never heard of that one before, right? Alright. Let's look at the world map. Where's Oil Well North? Oh, that's the one I blew up. Okay. You know what? I think we're gonna do this. Nope, not that. This. Can I just go for 1,900 bucks? Yes. No sound was not as fun even with turning the wrong way. Logistics, yep. Yellow is logistics. Yep, it is. You proved in Minecraft you can't be trusted with anything explosive. That's not true. I can't be trusted with anything nuclear because I blew up the nuclear power. Actually, no, I didn't. Where are we? I don't remember where we are now. Food, city, no. Harbor, no. Machine and factory town, that's where we are. Whoops, whoops. We are there, so we need to go there. Looking for a shop. Woohoo, shop. What do we got? Locomotive remote. Yes. Choose the item you wish to buy. Insert wallet. Oh, you son of a monkey. You're in Colorado, exactly. Lighthouse explosion. It wasn't my fault, Fad. I can't be held liable for... should have walked. Oh, let's do a shunt job just to get a bloomin'. Where are we? Oh. I should have walked here. Now I don't know where I am, and I don't know where there it is. Okay, we need to shunt, unload and store with cat food, dairy, meat, and bread. I could. That's an option. That requires a hazmat license. We're not allowed to touch that. Get off the table. All right, we got those two options. That's $2,000. One pickup. Prepare a thingamajiggy for a thing with the stuff. $2,000. You know what? I'm just going to validate it and figure out where it is because I'm a lazy, lazy person some days. B6S. All right. Cool. Next question I've got is, where might I find a choo-choo? north of us. Choo-choo! Where's the choo-choos? Choo-choos, where are the choo-choos? Why do I feel like I've gone in a big circle? Yeah, alright, we're gonna go this way. Ah, found it! Oop, nope, not allowed to touch that one. They don't want me to have that one. Which is lined up with what? Ugh, you snake. Just move over. There we go. Wait. Ah! If it was fire, we blame Stocko. I am not responsible. I am sorry. I refuse to be responsible for the explosion of the nuclear reactor. I refuse. The nuclear reactor was not my fault that it went. And it only destroyed the lighthouse and killed me in Stocko. It didn't destroy the entire facility because I had properly done all of the protections that needed to be done. Just going to point that out. Wait. So where do I need you to go? That way, yes. Nope. That looks right. Alright, let's, who needs a lighthouse anyway? And it was made of sand, Fad. I turned it all into glass. You can thank me later. Where in the world are we going? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego B6S? All the way down there. Alright, fine. So we gotta go all the way there and then shunt back to B6S. Perfect. We can do this thing. We're gonna make some quick money, buy a remote, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll from now on. And I think I'll probably put in that multi-engine mod, just because, make my life easier. B6S is down here. And I can't remember anything else I blew up in Minecraft. I mean, I did get Stocko to go to the nether in his power armor without any cooling, and he died of overheating, which was funny. Why do I feel like I have now left? I feel like I've left. Going on a trip? Apparently going on a trip. Yep. Apparently I'm going on a long trip. Because I'm not paying attention. Where am I going? Toledo, apparently. Toledo. Stocko has died a lot to me. That is not true. He commits his own sins of not paying attention to what he's doing. Yeah, Toledo. Hey, Shadow, you're back. Oh my goodness. Alright. Bugs. Yay, Twitch. Yay. Well, we have done nothing bad. Everything was perfect. We're just here to get an extra $2,000. Nothing happened. You didn't miss a thing. There were no incidents. No explosions, anyway. So there's that. Okay, how are we going to get to B? Lies, all lies. Thanks for backing me up, guys. So if I missed something interesting. Am I dare on Steam? No. I'm assuming you mean the actual steam versus steam trains. Hold on. Where is B? Where are we going again? Oh my goodness, where are we going again? B6S. Okay, that one needs to switch. Yes. Okay, now we're going way too fast for my liking. Money just fell out of my wallet. It did. It was the crows came and stole my money. Train man, are you on my Discord? Because if so, I can shoot you the Steam if you're talking Steam versus Steam train. Alrighty, let's see. B6I. Alright, now what am I doing? Nope, not that. Nope, not that. This. Pick up those, load them at C1L, and then move them to B50. Alright. Next, we're going to C1L. Everyone remember where we're going. Nobody get lost. Where are we? Are we going? Go choo-choo. I don't want to really use the round tables unless I have to. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, you have to get Discord. All right. Yeah. I'll shoot you a whisper in Twitch then, Train Man, with my Steam profile. It isn't Dare Tebbers. I actually, well, I'll make it really easy. It's DOS. I stole DOS's Steam account. C1L. That's where I'm going, guys. C1L. It's right over there. See, I see it. That should mean that needs to switch that way. And that's going to switch too. Oh, that's why you aren't online anymore. No, I'm not online I am online, Shadow. It's just, for whatever reason, that has defaulted to being in invisible mode. You can shoot me a message, and I'll get it. And for whatever reason, it's defaulting to that now, so I have no idea what I've done. Alright, let's pull you back. Just make sure, Train Man, that I know it's you. Just because I don't usually accept requests unless I know the person. Because you can imagine I get a lot. Alright, C1L, and then we pull this out and we put it where are we going now? B50. Okay, I don't think we're going to fit in B50, but whatever you say, game. Get my comm radio handy just in case. Yep, that should work. I think we're good. Scatter. We're not dealing with cops. Just have to hook up and push. Yeah, I usually do. Though my last shunting job, the whole reason we ended up with the train stuck between the two things was because it was such a cluster. I had to move a train that was already there out of the way, which was weird. And load. Woohoo! Hop in, forward, brakes off, and go forward. I keep randomly pressing the E and Q keys and then remembering, oh, I can lean. Was I having a cluster waffle? Yeah, something like that. No, the shunting job that precipitated our whole having to drive with a engine out of fuel in the middle of everything was the game decided in its infinite wisdom that I needed to shunt something that was trapped between things I had previously shunted. So then I had to shunt stuff out and shunt stuff in, and it was very odd. Wish you could actually load with cranes. No, no, I don't. All right, B5. You want to go that way, that way, that way. Come to me, choo-choo. Oh, you're going faster than I want. Oh, no, you're probably okay. Just shoot me another one, Case. Just make sure I know that it's you. Imagine having to fill the tank cars by hand. I don't want to imagine that. Okay. Let's see how close we are. Ooh, I did well. Alright, we're gonna just sneaky back there. We should know when we're back there because the train will stop. There we go. Brakes on. Might get away without connecting, just pushing. Yeah, I might. But I might as well just go ahead and hook it up. It doesn't take me much longer. Alright, I swear those were the cars I brought in. Alright, brakes off. Tear would probably blow up the depot again trying to fill the tankers. That's sad. Yeah, probably. I mean, I can't say no to that. Push. And stop. There we go. All right, let's try to remember where in the world. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Oi. All right, let's see. Oh, we didn't get our bonus. Oh well. Give me my money. Give me my money, honey. Where? Oh my good grief. We're there. It's over there. Okay. There you are, shop. Do you remember my order? You snake in the grass. No, I want the. No, I want the wallet. Woohoo! Yeah! Yay! Ooh, a book! La da da la. Okay. Oop, nope, I want that. Goodbye. Bye monies. Yeah, exactly. Now we've got a toy. We got a toy. I don't know how it's gonna work. Ooh, I guess I do that. Okay, cool. We'll figure it out. You know what? We'll figure it out. Ain't no big deal. Let's just try it and see what we can do. We're gonna try to remove this train. Okay, let's try it. Oh wait, power. Power's on. Um, okay. Pair. Aha! Okay. Now. No, I want forward. That. That's forward. And then we can release the brakes. Waha! It charges via solar. Alright. Yeah! Look at us. Oh, it even has a little speedy thingy. Woohoo! We got a thing. We got a thing. So now I just have to learn all the button controls. That's not going to be a pain in the tail at all. I'm in sync. It happens sometimes. Very, very rarely. So then if I hold Alt, I can go power off. Wait! Oh, wait. Wait, you. Off. Okay. Now I have automatic. Oh, I have automatic couple decouple. Oh, that's so amazing. Works best of 400 meters, max is 600. Okay. You know what? That's going to work great. I think we got ourselves a wiener. We're in a bush. We have $1,600 to our name. We are in a very strange place I've never been to before, which is Machine and Factory Town. What I think I might do, start mashing buttons, something will happen exactly. What I think I might do is I might walk to Goods and Factory Town because I'm really familiar with the switch layouts of Goods and Factory Town, and toy around on Goods and Factory Town some. And we just have to make money to pay fuel until we can earn our $50,000 we need for our Steam. Let's actually, where's our, where is, this way. Yeah, because the only thing we got in here is a simple shunt, 222 tons of shunt, and a Food and Factory Town drive. All right. So, no, I'm not going to pay $2,000 for this stupid thing. Let's see here. So we've got all of that. We don't have logistics. I kind of figured we didn't. I swear that was 100,000, and now it's 200. Anyway. Yep, we got that. We got concurrent jobs. We could get the second train length. We could save up for hazmat. Train man, enjoy ATS. Enjoy Idaho. And then there's all this military stuff. But I think realistically, the 282 is our next stop. I don't know, maybe train length 2. I don't know. We've got our remote, and that's really all that matters right now. We're good. We're gonna make it. I'm gonna walk to the next town. You have manual service and not using. No, I'm using it. That's the whole reason we stopped off at the steel town, was so that I could manually service those engines. Okay. I have got to eat, and I've got to turn the computer over to DOS, because DOS and FAD have to go play. I'll have to prep. All right, Wolfman. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. There we go. Fad, could you give another shout out to Wolfman? Because Wolfman's getting ready to stream in about 45 minutes, I think. He's going to be streaming trains because it's Sunday night heavy haul, so we can make fun of him when he spads and crashes and derails. DOS, I don't know what she's playing. Her and Fad just play So whatever. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be playing Bus Simulator. Um, Tuesday, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm hopeful to play ATS, but I might change that if my wheel isn't fixed. And then I'm off on Wednesday, and Thursday we're back doing car mechanic, though that might change too. I'm going to kind of look at shaking things up. Thank you so much, every bus mechanic, no, bus simulator. Just bus simulator, not bus mechanic. If I said bus mechanic, that's not what I meant. Thank you, everybody. Davy Boy for the 100 bits, and Blazing Fox for the follow, and Thanothor for the follow, and Shadow for the 500 bits, and Army Mike for the 1,000 bits, and all of the gifted subs. Oh, I'm sorry, Army Mike, you 1,300 bits. Good grief. All the gifted subs that happened today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you all had a great time. Let me see in the meantime before Wolfman. Nope, there's nobody to raid. Okay, so thank you all very much. I will talk to you all tomorrow.